Think about how many celebrities, CEOs, and influencers seem miserable, addicted, or burned out. Sure, they got the house, the cars, the fans, the followers, but they still feel unfulfilled. Why? Because more never satisfies a scarcity mindset. Scarcity creates a moving target. You hit one goal and immediately you need a bigger one. You reach one level of success and suddenly it's not enough. It's like trying to fill a bucket with no bottom. It's like a black hole. The more you put into it, the larger the hole becomes. So the question becomes, what if the real measure of abundance is not what you're chasing, but what you're already carrying? Welcome to the Personal Mastery and Growth Podcast, where we explore the keys to unlocking your full potential and living your best life. I'm your host, Jose Johnson. Whether you're looking to make a breakthrough, overcome a challenge, or simply live with greater clarity, joy, and purpose, you'll find the tools and inspirations you need right here. So let's start your journey towards personal mastery and growth right now. Welcome back to the Personal Mastery and Growth Podcast, your go-to resource for practical tips, insightful research, and inspiring stories to help you unlock your full potential. I'm your host, Jose Johnson, and I'm an expert in the fields of mindfulness, mindset, and peak performance. And I am so excited to have you here with me today. And today, we are going to be tracking a mindset myth that quietly runs so many of our lives. The belief that more equals better. More money, more success, more recognition, more stuff. We're talking about the myth of more and how to finally feel full in a world that constantly tells you that you're not enough. So let's get into it. When most people hear the word abundance, their minds immediately jump to money, wealth, possessions, prosperity. But the truth is, abundance is not about what's in your bank account. It's about what's in your mindset. Abundance is a state of being, not a line on a spreadsheet. It's a way of seeing the world through the lens of possibility, sufficiency, and wholeness. True abundance includes time to rest, create and connect, emotional freedom and inner peace, loving relationships and meaningful work, a sense of contribution, purpose, and presence. Now, just think about this. You can have very little and still feel full. You can also have $1 million in the bank and feel chronically anxious, disconnected, and empty. So the question isn't how much do you have? It's do you feel full with what you have right now? Because until you shift that inner equation, more of anything, it's not going to make a difference. All right, so let's talk about the enemy of abundance, the scarcity mindset. Scarcity isn't just about lack of money. It's a pervasive belief that there's never enough. There's not enough time. There's not enough opportunity. There's not enough love. There's not enough success. There's not enough you. The scarcity mindset sounds like, I'll never catch up. If they win, I lose. And when I finally have fill in the blank, then I'll feel secure. Now, this mindset is so deeply wired into our culture that we often don't even recognize it. We wear it like a second skin. And here's the kicker. Even people who have it all still struggle with scarcity. Think about how many celebrities, CEOs, and influencers seem miserable, addicted, or burned out. Sure, they got the house, the cars, the fans, the followers, but they still feel unfulfilled. Why? Because more never satisfies a scarcity mindset. Scarcity creates a moving target. You hit one goal and immediately you need a bigger one. You reach one level of success and suddenly it's not enough. It's like trying to fill a bucket with no bottom. It's like a black hole. The more you put into it, the larger the hole becomes. So the question becomes, what if the real measure of abundance is not what you're chasing, but what you're already carrying? All right, so let's draw a line between two powerful forces, want and need. What you want often comes from comparison, ego, or external validation. It's shaped by ads, by social media, family pressure, and fear of missing out. What you need is rooted in your values, your health, your peace of mind, and your purpose. And here's the problem. We've been conditioned to focus on the next want without ever checking if we've already satisfied a core need. All right, so let me give you a quick personal example. When I was touring heavily as a professional musician, I thought I wanted more gigs, bigger stages, and more prestige. But what I actually needed was stability, deeper relationships, rest, and creative fulfillment. When I started identifying and honoring those needs, everything changed. Not overnight, but deeply. The abundance mindset starts with a powerful question. What do I truly need to feel whole, content, and free? And spoiler alert, it's almost always less than you think. Hey, if you're enjoying this episode and you're ready to take your growth to the next level, check out my online course, The Mindset Makeover. It's a step-by-step system to help you identify the beliefs that are holding you back and replace them with the mindsets that you need to thrive. You'll get tools, guided exercises, and a clear path forward, whether you're stuck, starting over, or just ready to level up. Learn more and enroll now at josejohnson.com/mindset, because real change starts from the inside out. All right, so let's move from theory to action. Here are 3 simple practices that can help you start living from a mindset of abundance right now. First, gratitude with granularity. Look, we all know gratitude matters, but vague lists don't rewire the brain. What does? Specificity. So instead of saying, I'm grateful for my job, try saying, I'm grateful that I get to work with people who challenge me to grow and that I had a moment today where I felt proud of my contribution. This kind of granular gratitude activates the brain's reward system, and it builds emotional resilience and increases overall life satisfaction. 2, sufficiency statements. Say out loud or write things like, I have enough, I am enough, there is enough. Now, these are not affirmations to hype yourself up. They're truths your nervous system needs to hear to relax out of survival mode. Repeat them until your brain stops flinching, because that's when the shift begins. And number 3, abundant action. Abundance grows when it's expressed. Give someone a compliment. Share a resource. Celebrate someone else's success. When you act from abundance, your brain gets the signal. We are safe enough to share. And that creates a powerful feedback loop. So here's your challenge for this week. Write down your own definition of abundance, not society's definition, not your parents' definition, yours. Ask yourself, what does it mean for me to feel abundant? What am I already rich in that I've been overlooking? Where am I chasing more, but not feeling more? Then pick one practice from today's episode, gratitude with granularity, sufficiency statements, or abundant action, and commit to it for the next 7 days. And if you want to go deeper, if you want to discover where scarcity narratives are still silently running your mindset, take the free mindset assessment that I've created. It'll help you uncover hidden blocks and show you where a shift in belief could open the door to greater space for peace, for joy, and for, yes, abundance. And you can find the link in the show notes or just visit josejohnson.com/mindset. All right, so let me leave you with this. If you're always chasing more, you'll always feel like less. But when you start honoring what you already have, you realize you already are more than enough. All right, so thanks for joining me today on the Personal Mastery and Growth Podcast. If this episode helped shift your perspective, share it with someone else who might need this reminder. And always remember to stay grounded, to stay growing and to keep showing up for the life you're meant to live. Because it is what it is, but it becomes what you make it. So make it great. Thanks for tuning in. Before we wrap up, I just want to remind you that the information shared in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional advice or treatment. While the content of this podcast is based on research and personal experience, everyone's situation is unique, and the advice given may not be applicable to all. Always consult a qualified professional before making significant changes in your life. The Personal Mastery and Growth podcast is recorded at the So Good Media Studios located in the Candy Factory, a co-working space in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.